Now let us quickly see how SPSS can be used to do the statistical analysis. Though the actual analysis will be due in the following days, I will just show you how we can do the data entry, or how you can upload the, or you can import the data from directly from the Excel, or you can fill the fill the spreadsheet in the SPSS. So SPSS is a software, as I already said, from the IBM, which can be downloaded from this particular website, which is there in my screen right now. Though it's not a free software, it provides a very good representation of the descriptive statistics. It does have a very good graphical interface as well. Most of my work I have been doing in the software, this particular software for my statistics. That's why I like this particular, and then that's why I like very much this, and it's very much easy to use also. Let us go. You can, if you do have the subscription, well and good. If not, then you can download the trial version. Once you download the trial version, you can install it, and then it will appear something like this in the, okay. So you can close this. Now, to make things easier, simpler, and quicker, I already have made one practice file for SPSS, which I will be sharing with you today. Now I will just open it and then explain you what does it mean. So in the SPSS, you have, in the data entry page, you have two pages. One is variable view, one is data view. In the variable view, you can see that the first one is treatment, right? And that is in the nominal scale. Why it is at the nominal scale? Because you put the value 1 for control, 2 for treatment, right? 2 for treatment 1. If you do have more than one treatment, for example, let us suppose if we are doing any experiment where we are treating the cell or any animal or plant with more than one conditions. For example, let us suppose I incubated a seaweed with a carbon dioxide concentration of 400 ppm, and the second treatment is 700 ppm, and my control is 300 ppm. So in that case, I do have three conditions. One is control and two treatment. So two you can put for treatment one, and then further you can add three, and then you can add as treatment two. Treatment two you can add, right? However, I am not going to do it. I am going to remove it right now to make the things more simpler and easier to understand. Okay, right now, I hope that you have got it, that what this 1 and 2 means. And then I have already explained in past that there are several data type attributes: scale, ordinal, and nominal. So since this is a kind of symbol or kind of things or category, I have put a nominal scale where 1 means control, 2 means treatment 1. The second is the variable which we have measured, antioxidant, which is a numeric type. And since it's a numerical value which we need to analyze, we put in the scale because it's a numerical value which varies, right? Now, once you put this in variable view, in the data view, you will see that there are two columns, one for the treatment and another one for the antioxidant. Let us remove this and I will show you that how we have filled it. Okay? So in treatment, if you go in variable view, you will see that you have two values. One is control and two is treatment. So what you do is that you put one, right? Now, if you remember from the Excel sheet, I will show you here. I will open it and show you. In Excel sheet, if you remember that you do have 6 control and 6 treatment 1, right? So 6 control and 6 treatment 1. So 6 value of 1 and 6 value of 2, that is treatment 1. Now antioxidant values are there, you can copy paste. Similarly, if you want to add other variables as well, for example, hydrogen peroxide, lipid peroxide, peroxidase, polyphenols, flavonoids, you can add in the variable view. Let us go with polyphenol. and then let us go with favorites. Right? Similarly, it's in the scale because it's a numerical value, and then you will see in the data view that polyphenol and flavonoid appear. You can copy from the Excel sheet and then you can paste it. So this is how you prepare the data sheet for conducting the statistical analysis in SPSS. Okay. Any test which you do in SPSS will be generating in a separate document which looks something like this. I will just show you quickly with any, let's say, analyze, and then we did descriptive statistics, explore, factor will be the treatment, and either you can go independently antioxidant, polyphenol, flavonoid, or you can go all together at the same time. Just to show you, I will go with antioxidant, statistics, outlier, plot. These things I will be explaining you later on the next day. But just to show you that how the output are generated. Now you can see that in the document, several box plot, histogram, descriptive statistics has been generated, which can be saved separately. Now this is how you use SPSS. I'll close it without saving. Another way to get the data in SPSS software is by importing the data from Excel. So we already have Excel sheet, which you can see over here with all the variables and the treatment conditions. You select on this and open. Once you do that, it asks you several things to check or uncheck, whether to keep the rows or column, whether to keep the first row column, and so on. And also it allows you to see the preview, right, which you can see right now. You can do OK, and it will appear in a separate sheet with all the values of all the variables tested with the treatment. You will see that it has taken even the other variables in the Excel sheet, empty columns, and that we need to remove. So you will see that we will just clear all these variables. And another thing to take care, to notice is that you will see that it has taken several digits after decimal. So that we can restrict that after decimal we can go only with maybe three decimal point, and that can be same for all. Right? Once you change here, let us hope that it changed there, which indeed it changed, right? Now for hydrogen peroxide or total antioxidant capacity, you will see that only after decimal only 3 points, data points are there, right? Similarly, you can do for all. And now you can see in the variable that only 3 digits up after the decimal has been saved. Right? So this is how you open the, or you prepare the spreadsheet in SPSS for statistical analysis. And further statistical analysis we will be doing in the later point of time. I close it. Now, as I said already, that SPSS is not a free software, it's a proprietary software, and it's quite expensive. So what we can do is, we can look into another alternative that is called as PSPP, right? So this PSPP, if you go and type in Google, it will come, this window will come, which says that it's a program for a statistical analysis, and it's a free replacement for the proprietary program SPSS, right? It has both the text-based and graphical user interface. So text-based means you can also write the codes and run the program, or otherwise it do have the graphical user interface which can be easy to work. We can go in file and then you can download the latest version from this particular place. Once you download, you will get something like this, which definitely does not look very much appealing as SPSS looks, but then is having more or less similar interface. where you have the variable view and then you have the data view. Another important thing to note is that it has the capacity or the capability to open the SPSS.sav file. So similarly, the file which we have made in SPSS can be dragged and drop over here, and this software will open in the variable view if we do. Maybe that function is not working, but what we can do is we can directly right click and then open with and then PSPP plus GUI, right? Now you will see that the same file which was opened or which we worked in SPSS can be opened in PSSP, right? So PSPP. So now you can see that in variable view you have treatment, you have the nominal scale, you have the values of control in 1 and 2. Similarly, you have the antioxidant variable in the scale measure, and then you go in data view, you have the treatment, 6 treatment and 6 control, and then you have antioxidant. In a similar way, if you want, you can add here the different variables, whatever you have measured. For example, polyphenol, flavonoids, right? And then you can go with scale. So once you go in data view, you will see that this 2 columns have been activated, and that you can paste the value over here for polyphenols and flavonoids. And then you can conduct the, you can select the, you can select it, and then you can run the descriptive statistics. So you can go in explore, you can make the treatment as a factor list and dependent as antioxidant, and though it does not have all the options which can be added through the syntax, for example box plot and all, but it do have few descriptive statistics, percentile, extremes, and so on and so on. Once you do OK, it will also generate the result in a separate document which appears something like this, and that can be saved and utilized for the significance testing. Right? So this is PSP. So now this, so in the today's practical, I just wanted to show you how the data looks like and what are the softwares available which we can think of if we do not want to buy, or if we do not afford to buy expensive softwares like SPSS or GraphPad. We can very well do the analysis using Microsoft Excel. Few basic tools which remains free after the installation of the trial version of Excel Stat, and then definitely we have PAST and PSPP, which we have seen. So in the coming 3 days, I will show you again, like it will be iteration if I, or it will be like a futile effort if I will keep on showing you different significance test or descriptive test using Excel stat and so on Excel. So what I will do is that I will in future, in the next 3 days, what we will do is that I will definitely show you SPSS, because that helps you to grasp the thing in a particular, in a very prominent way. But significance test will be mostly doing with PAST and PSP, so that it is available to everyone and everybody can conduct the statistical analysis. So that's it for today. Thank you.